Columbia County's sheriff says the county district attorney's office will review a case involving a jail inmate who was bitten and had his arm wrenched on by a sheriff's patrol dog while in a cell in August. Sheriff Jeff Dickerson said he and other agency officials have previously determined the use of force was justified. But reaction to recently released body camera footage of Lars, a 3-year-old Belgian Malinois, being sicked onto 47-year-old Christopher Bartlett on August 1 warranted revisiting the case as a precaution to ensure nothing illegal occurred, he said. "We don't think any laws were broken, but it helps us to have a legal entity review this case," Dickerson said. "We don't want this to be seen as being done in a vacuum. Everything we do is an open book." Lars, one of 2 Columbia County Sheriff's dogs, has been brought into the jail 6 times since joining the agency in 2015, Dickerson said. The dog is trained to track people and narcotics. August was the only time Lars has been ordered to bite an inmate, because typically the sight of the dog or his barking causes inmates to comply, Dickerson said. He said he believes this was the only time an inmate has been bitten by a police dog at the Columbia County Jail. The use of force was first reported by the Columbia County Spotlight. Bartlett wasn't seriously injured during the encounter and is no longer housed at the jail, Dickerson said. The sheriff said Bartlett was bitten because he refused to comply with deputies' orders as they were attempting to move him from a temporary holding cell in one block to another cell in a high-security unit. Bartlett's sister said he is homeless, likely has undiagnosed mental illness, and called footage of him being bitten horrifying. "I strongly feel he was mistreated there, and it shouldn't happen to anybody else," Shauna Stats of St. Helens told KGW. Matt Dos Santos, legal director for the American Civil Liberties Union of Oregon, said the use of the dog in the jail in this case was reprehensible, and the use of dogs as weapons is inhumane. "This practice has largely and rightly been discontinued in visible settings," he said. Dos Santos said the Oregon ACLU is trying to reach out to Bartlett. Dickerson said the sheriff's office needs more resources to help deal with jail inmates who have mental illness and behavioral health issues. "We struggle because we have a caretaking responsibility within our community to keep citizens safe, and yet these people come with all these needs that need to be addressed," he said. "We can't get mental health workers to regularly come into the jail, and because they're not getting what they need in jail, they're acting out and they're putting our deputies at risk." Dickerson cited Bartlett's aggressive behavior at the time, past history of fighting with law enforcement and refusal to comply with jail deputies' orders warranted sending in the dog to help subdue him rather than risk a fight that could seriously injure him and deputies. Bartlett has been booked into the Columbia County Jail 43 times since 2001, mostly for probation violations, jail records show. The arrests also included allegations of assault, unlawful use of a weapon, theft, drug possession, and offensive littering.